In this podcast, I'm going to go through how to use Endnote, which is available on all of the computers in the attic room. First of all, just go to Start, All Programs, and Endnote will be there. And if you click on this, it will give you a black and red icon, Endnote Program. Click on that, and this will open a blank template of Endnote. This is my library here filled with references that I've added. To build up your own Endnote library, you can export from databases or import into Endnote from the TCD catalogue or add references manually. In this podcast, I will show you how to add references from a database. Just go into a database that you use through the TCD library catalogue. So we click on Library, then Databases. And for this example, I'll use CINAHL. So we open up CINAHL and then choose Search Terms. So I've typed in kidney failure. So I'll click on kidney failure there and search database. So let's say, for example, I wanted to export this reference to Endnote. I just click on that and there'll be a panel on the side where there's the option to click Export there. So then it says Direct Export to Endnote, so that's already highlighted, so I just click Save. And then Open with Direct Export Helper. OK. So that's now been added to my Endnote library. So if I click on that, I can see how that would look if I printed that now as a bibliography. So that is now in Harvard style. So that is now in Harvard style. So if I wanted to change that, I could select another style, and there are a lot of different referencing styles there. So I just choose the one that I want to use. So I can select another style and I can choose which one I want to use. Say MLA, for example. If I choose that, that will make that look slightly different. So that will change all of my references within Endnote for the time being. So then I can create a group. Go to All References, and then if I wanted to add that one to a group, I can just click on it and add references to. Then I can create a custom group. So we'll call this one Kidney Failure Essay. So then I can go into All References and choose which citations I want to add to that bibliography. So just go Add References to Kidney Failure Essay for the ones that I want to add. Then if I wanted to print my bibliography, I click on My Group's Kidney Failure, and it has all of the references that I've saved there for that essay. So I can just go File and Print Setup, and then I can just go ahead and print it. Click OK. In this podcast, I will demonstrate how to import references into Endnote from the TCD library catalogue. The first time you do this, you need to install a conversion file. And to do this, you need to close out of Endnote if you've been using it. Go to the Trinity Library homepage and click on Endnote. Then click on Support, and then scroll down to Additional Downloads, and there you'll see the Trinity Cllege Library Dublin connection file. So just follow the instructions there, right click and then save that to the C drive. Save link as, then make sure you're in the C drive, and then Program Files, and then just click Save. So close out of this and then go into Endnote. Now we can import from the Trinity College Library catalogue. So this is the other way around from when you export from databases. You first go into Endnote and then access the catalogue through Endnote. To do this, you go up to the three icons on the top left-hand corner and click on the one to the right that looks like a globe, and all the references will disappear for a minute. Then go to Tools, Online Search, and scroll down to Trinity College Library Dublin and click Choose. We can then use this box to access the library catalogue. So I'll type in an author's name here. My example is Catherine Gallagher. And I'll select author here and then search. So there are 8 records here, 8 books by Catherine Gallagher. So I click OK and can choose from the list that it gives me. So these are our 8 references within the library catalogue that are books written by Catherine Gallagher. So I'll click on the ones that I'm interested in. First of all I select and then right click and then copy references to end.enl, and that will automatically update my EndNote library. I'm also interested in this one, so select it, right click it, copy references to end.enl. As you can see, that's updating my library. So now to see my library with the updated references, I click on the left icon with the books in front of the globe, and it will ask me if I want to discard all online references. It cannot be undone. That's fine because I've selected the ones that I'm interested in and I've added them to my library. So now if I click on all references, you'll be able to see that the 2 books have been added. One of the advantages of sending citations to Endnote is that it captures a lot of useful information. So if I go into this, which I imported from CINAHL, it is an article on predicting outcomes after a kidney transplant. If I scroll down, it's actually automatically imported this information. It's got a label on it and keywords, and you can actually search for related articles using keywords, and I'll show you that in a minute. And it's also got an abstract as well, which encapsulates exactly what the study is about. Furthermore, you have room to add your own notes and research notes if you want. So if you read the article and find quotations that you might want to use, you might want to type them up there or cut and paste them if you have a HTML document of the article. So that gives you other labels to add extra information. So I'll just close out of that for now. Now I just want to show you how the keywords works. So if I type in as a keyword realism, if I was teaching that and wanted to find relevant books to read for that, I would hit realism and it's going to bring me up all of the references that I've put in. I might have added those keywords myself, or they might be in the title, but that'll give me relevant articles and books that I could study for that, or Victorian literature. It's going to give me a huge list there, so I can go in and see if I have notes